Life on Earth is pretty neat. Like, have you seen an otter? No notes, flawless. With all the diversity and beauty of life on Earth, imagine how cool it would be to find life on other planets or moons here in our solar system. While the icy frost of Mars or the swirling clouds of Venus have potential to foster life, our best bet to find other life might be a little moon called Europa. Hi, I'm Miranda Cosgrove. Welcome to the STEM Loft, where the landlord said it wasn't haunted and was honestly really weird about it. Jupiter has at least 80 moons, but Europa might be the most interesting one. Sorry to the other 79 moons. I still love you, my little babies. There are a few things about Europa that don't just make it one of the most interesting objects in the solar system, but our best bet to find extraterrestrial life. For one, in our solar system, it's the smoothest solid object we know about. Though scientists have observed long lines and cracks on Europa, it's missing large-scale craters or mountains, which indicates the surface is relatively new, much younger than the billions-of-year-old surfaces of other moons. This led scientists to believe that the surface of Europa is actually ice. And below that ice, scientists think there's an ocean of liquid water. There aren't a lot of sopping wet moons in our solar system, so Europa is special. You might be thinking, how is there water on Europa? Why isn't it frozen solid? It's far from the sun, and geologically, you'd expect it to have long ago radiated its heat into space. We think Europa is still geologically active, with a molten core, because of what's called tidal flexing. The close side of Europa is more affected by Jupiter's gravity than the moon's far side. But since Europa has an elliptical orbit, that difference varies. This pulls and stretches the moon, causing the tidal flexing. This friction from this movement could be creating enough heat to keep Europa's core warm, which keeps the salty oceans liquid. And while the satellites we've sent to Europa haven't seen this, the Hubble telescope has detected what could be icy plumes of water erupting off its surface. But you need more than just water for life, and Europa might have those ingredients too. All that heat and tidal flexing could drive geothermal activity on Europa's seafloors, not unlike the hydrothermal vents deep in the oceans of Earth. On Earth, these vents expel nutrients and complex chemicals essential to life, and deep-sea microbes have evolved to feed on those chemicals. These microbes form the base of a food web, not based on photosynthesis energy from the sun, but instead from what's called chemosynthesis. No sun needed, which is great when you're below 15 miles of ice. But you know those plumes we talked about earlier? They might provide a way for satellites to sample the water from Europa's moon without drilling down through 15 miles of rock-hard ice. There are missions from NASA and the European Space Agency being prepped to study Europa and the large moons of Jupiter in more detail, but they won't be there until after 2030. If we discover that life evolved twice independently in a single solar system on both Earth and Europa, it could mean that in places with the right ingredients, life is fairly common throughout the galaxy and beyond. If there's not extraterrestrial life on Europa, it just means life on Earth is even more precious than we thought. Which I'm fine with. Sometimes it's nice to feel special. Hey, it's Miranda Cosgrove, your favorite host of Mission Unstoppable. I'm the only host. And if you want to watch awesome STEM videos and exclusive Mission Unstoppable clips, just make sure you subscribe and hit that notification bell.